am forced to be incredible at manifesting now. You are forced to be incredible at manifesting now. I am forced to be a full-blooded corvinus strain lycan now. You are forced to be a full-blooded corvinus strain lycan now. I am forced to have corvinus strain lycan physiology now. You are forced to have full-blooded corvinus lycan physiology now. I am forced to be incredible at manifesting now. You are forced to be incredible at manifesting now. I am forced to have Underworld lycan DNA now. You are forced to have Underworld lycan DNA now. I am forced to have Underworld lycan RNA now. You are forced to have Underworld lycan RNA now. I am forced to be great at biokinesis now. You are forced to be great at biokinesis now. I am forced to be safe now. You are forced to be safe now. I am forced to be protected now. You are forced to be protected now. I am forced to be able to physically shapeshift into my lycan form in seconds safely now. You are forced to be able to physically shapeshift into your lycan form in seconds safely now. My lycan form is forced to look exactly how I desire it to now. Your lycan form is forced to look exactly how you desire it to now. I am forced to be able to control my lycan form when I am shifted. You are forced to be able to control your lycan form when you are shifted. I am forced to be able to control my lycan form at all times now. You are forced to be able to control your lycan form at all times now. I am forced to be able to control my lycan form whenever now. You are forced to be able to control your lycan form whenever now. I am forced to have Underworld corvinus strain lycan physiology now. You are forced to have Underworld corvinus strain lycan physiology now. As an Underworld lycan, I am forced to have enhanced strength and athleticism. As an Underworld lycan, you are forced to have enhanced strength and athleticism. As an Underworld lycan, I am forced to have enhanced strength and athleticism. As an Underworld lycan, you are forced to have enhanced strength and athleticism. As an Underworld lycan, I am forced to be able to run incredibly fast safely now. As an Underworld lycan, you are forced to be able to run incredibly fast safely now. As an Underworld lycan, I have incredible strength now. As an Underworld lycan, you have incredible strength now. I am forced to have incredible balance now. You are forced to have incredible balance now. I am forced to be able to balance anywhere now. You are forced to be able to balance anywhere safely now. I am forced to be an amazing climber. You are forced to be an amazing climber. I am forced to be able to climb anything fast. You are forced to be able to climb anything fast. I am forced to be safe while climbing. You are forced to be safe while climbing. As an Underworld lycan, I am forced to have amazing stamina now. As an Underworld lycan, you are forced to have amazing stamina now. I am forced to have incredible stamina now. You are forced to have incredible stamina now. My stamina is forced to be unmatched. Your stamina is forced to be unmatched. As an Underworld lycan, I have enhanced senses now. As an Underworld lycan, you have enhanced senses now. I am forced to have heightened senses now. You are forced to have heightened senses now. My senses are forced to be incredible. Your senses are forced to be incredible. My sense of smell is forced to be great. Your sense of smell is forced to be great. I'm forced to be able to sense and smell pheromones now. You are forced to be able to sense and smell pheromones now. I'm forced to produce lycan pheromones now. You are forced to produce lycan pheromones now. I'm forced to be able to recognize non-humans by scent. You are forced to be able to recognize non-humans by scent. I am forced to be able to recognize holothers immediately. You are forced to be able to recognize holothers immediately. I'm forced to be able to recognize mythicals by scent. You are forced to be able to recognize mythicals by scent. I am forced to be able to recognize anything by scent. I am forced to be able to recognize anything by scent. You are forced to be able to recognize anyone by scent. I am forced to be able to recognize anyone by scent. My sense of smell is forced to be spectacular. Your sense of smell is forced to be spectacular. My sense of hearing is forced to be great. Your sense of hearing is forced to be great. I am forced to be able to recognize sounds immediately. You're forced to be able to recognize sounds immediately. I'm forced to be able to recognize voices instantly. You're forced to be able to recognize voices instantly. I'm forced to have incredible hearing. You are forced to have incredible hearing. My eyes are forced to work incredibly well. Your eyes are forced to work incredibly well. I am forced to be able to see incredibly well. You're forced to be able to see incredibly well. I'm forced to be able to see in the dark. You're forced to be able to see in the dark. I'm forced to be able to see in pitch black darkness. You're forced to be able to see in pitch black darkness. I'm forced to be able to see at night. You're forced to be able to see at night. I'm forced to be able to see incredibly well all the time. You're forced to be able to see incredibly well all the time. I'm forced to have perfect vision. You're forced to have perfect vision. I'm forced to have heightened senses now. You're forced to have heightened senses now. I am forced to be immune to sensory overload now. You're forced to be immune to sensory overload now. My senses are forced to be heightened now. Your senses are forced to be heightened now. As an underworld corvinus strain lycan, I am forced to have an accelerated healing now. As an underworld corvinus strain lycan, you are forced to have accelerated healing now. I'm forced to have accelerated healing now. You're forced to have accelerated healing now. I'm forced to heal incredibly fast now. You're forced to heal incredibly fast now. As an underworld lycan, I have supernatural regeneration abilities. As an underworld lycan, you have supernatural regeneration abilities. My body is forced to instantly regenerate when desired. Your body is forced to instantly regenerate when desired. My body is forced to heal very fast. Your body is forced to heal very fast. I'm forced to heal incredibly fast in lycan form. You're forced to heal incredibly fast in lycan form. I'm forced to heal incredibly fast in original form. You're forced to heal incredibly fast in original form. I heal incredibly fast as an underworld corvinus strain lycan. You heal incredibly fast as an underworld corvinus strain lycan. I'm forced to be able to withstand extreme temperatures now. You are forced to be able to withstand extreme temperatures now. I'm forced to be able to withstand these temperatures in all forms now. You're forced to be able to withstand these temperatures in all forms now. I'm forced to be an expert at tracking and hunting now. You're forced to be an expert at tracking and hunting now. I'm forced to be extremely flexible now. You're forced to be extremely flexible now. I'm forced to be very durable now. You're forced to be very durable now. I'm forced to be manifesting enhanced fighting now. You're forced to be manifesting enhanced fighting now. I am forced to win every fight now. You are forced to win every fight now. I am forced to know when to walk away from a fight. You are forced to know when to walk away from a fight. I am forced to have incredible agility now. You are forced to have incredible agility now. I'm forced to have amazing parkour skills now. You're forced to have amazing parkour skills now. I'm forced to be able to easily build muscle now. You are forced to be able to easily build muscle now. I'm forced to be able to easily build muscle now. I am forced to be incredibly strong and agile now. You are forced to be incredibly strong and agile now. I am forced to have incredible acrobatic talents now. You are forced to have incredible acrobatic talents now. I am forced to be amazing at doing tricks on trampolines now. You are forced to be amazing at doing tricks on trampolines now. I'm forced to be able to easily do flips now. You're forced to be able to easily do flips now. My memory is forced to be great now. Your memory is forced to be great now. I'm forced to be able to perceive things easily now. You're forced to be able to perceive things easily now. I'm forced to be able to listen to the subliminal while pregnant now. You are forced to be able to listen to the subliminal while pregnant now. My offspring are forced to inherit the lycan gene. Your offspring are forced to inherit the lycan gene. The subliminal is forced to be safe to use while pregnant now. I am forced to be able to safely transform while pregnant now. You are forced to be able to safely transform while pregnant now. I am forced to only feel tired when I want to now. You're forced to only feel tired when you want to now. My insomnia is forced to be gone. Your insomnia is forced to be gone. My insomnia is forced to be fully cured. Your insomnia is forced to be fully cured. I am forced to be immune to feeling sick or ill now. You're forced to be immune to feeling ill or sick now. I am forced to have great wolf energy now. You're forced to have great wolf energy now. Shapeshifting is forced to be painless for me now. Shapeshifting is forced to be painless for you now. I am forced to be immortal now. You are forced to be immortal now. I'm forced to have my desired kind of immortality now. You are forced to have your desired immortality now. I am forced to have a fast reaction time now. You are forced to have a fast reaction time now. I am forced to be able to easily mental shift now. You are forced to be able to easily mental shift now. I'm forced to be able to easily access my phantom shift now. You're forced to be able to easily access your phantom shift now. I am forced to be able to sense other mythicals now. You are forced to be able to sense other mythicals now. I am forced to be able to sense other non-humans now. You are forced to be able to sense other non-humans now. You are forced... I will get Underworld corvinus strain lycan abilities immediately now. You will get Underworld corvinus strain lycan abilities immediately now. I am forced to be able to do biolocation safely now. You are forced to be able to do biolocation safely now. I am forced to be saved from all harm now. You are forced to be saved from all harm now. I am forced to be immune to getting misgendered now. You are forced to be immune to being misgendered now. Everyone uses my correct pronouns now. Everyone uses your correct pronouns now. I am forced to be immune to being misgendered now. You are forced to be immune to being misgendered now. I believe in subliminals fully now. You believe in subliminals fully now. I'm forced to be protected now. You're forced to be protected now. I'm forced to have Underworld lycan, DNA, and RNA now. You are forced to have Underworld lycan, DNA, and RNA now. I'm forced to have Underworld lycan, physiology, and abilities now. You're forced to have Underworld lycan, physiology, and abilities now. I'm forced to be incredible at manifesting now. You are forced to be incredible at manifesting now.